because all the money is being stolen and being used for politics. The abuse of the Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom of the press are dear ideals that are very well protected in the 2010 Constitution. All this has been thrown out of the window, and in Kenya now there is a lot of suppression. Telephones are being monitored, there is no privacy, and everybody feels intimidated. People are being arrested on Fridays and charged with terrorism when they have done nothing wrong other than just speaking out, as provided for in our Constitution. Abductions of young people, the killing of the Gen Zs, is totally unacceptable. And that is why this regime must be one term, because we cannot allow anybody to kill our children. And that is why I know all of you are worried, because you have children back home. You have relatives back home, and you don't know what will happen. So these are things that are very scary. And again, the use of the criminal justice system to manage politics. Harassment of leaders. The Honorable Mukonji, the MP for Manyata, the Honorable Jane Kehara, the MP for Naivasha, have been arrested and with trumped up charges simply because they are calling out Kasongo. And of course, what is very worrisome and callous is the temerity of William Ruto, that he is no longer pretending about killings. Kipchumba Murkomen, the minister in charge of Interior, publicly and shamelessly, in total disregard of the law and the Constitution, gave out an order to police to shoot to kill. And the police did so on June 25th and on 7th, because they had orders from the minister. People were up in arms, and instead of the president admonishing him and correcting the situation, himself, an elected president, publicly said that people should be shot in the leg, shamelessly and in a very callous manner, something that has never happened since independence. A president who is elected by the people giving orders to police to shoot people in the leg. Three days later, his tribesman, Nelson Koech, who is the chairman of the Defense and Foreign Relations Committee in Parliament that is supposed to oversight the military and the National Intelligence Service, said, no, President, you are wrong. They should not be shot in the leg. They should be shot in the head. So when you look at the statements by Kipchumba Murkomen, William Ruto, and Nelson Koech on killings of the Kenyan people, you get very worried. You get very worried. And that is why we are saying this situation cannot be allowed to go on forever. I've heard you say you don't want one term, you want half term. I'm sorry, it's not possible. There has to be one term, 24 as it is, because we have a constitution and we want to change government through an election in accordance with the constitution. William Ruto would have wanted us to attempt to change it another way so that he can jail us. That is why when people went to the streets, he was saying it's a coup. Nobody wants to overthrow William Ruto, and nobody will overthrow him. We want to change the government through an election because our constitution says we should have an election every 5 years. So we just have to put up with him. The other day he was saying we should bear with him and give him time. Well, Mr. President, It's very difficult to give you time to continue killing children. You're asking us to give you more time to kill our children, to shoot them in the leg. You're asking us to give you more time to empty our national treasury and divert those funds for politics. But we don't have a choice because Kenya is a constitutional democracy. We just have to persevere for the 2 years, hoping that we'll find something in the national treasury and hoping that you not kill all of us. In the unfortunate event you don't stop the killings, probably you can kill 5% of the population, but the 95% will still be around to send you home. So I want to say, as I now come to the issue of the diaspora, please assist us by talking to your people back home and tell them that they must remain steadfast, they should not be intimidated, and they must be ready to make William Ruto a one-term president. Will you do that? Number two, lobby your congressmen and your senators because you elect them here so that the American government is aware of the violation of human rights back at home, the trampling of the Bill of Rights, and the impunity by William Ruto. Because America respects democracy, and it's good that the American government knows you have the capacity to lobby your congressmen and women and your senators so that they know what is going on. This movement, we are driving it at home. From here, you can also help us. Our party DCP requires resources. Whatever you can contribute is welcome to be put in good use so that we push the agenda for the next 2 years. Even as I'm here, the movement is going on. Today I addressed 4 meetings through phone in Embu, Runyenjes, Manyata, and Nyeri. Yesterday I addressed a meeting in Kwamaiko. Tomorrow or this morning, because of the time difference, there will be meetings in Murang'a. Another time there was a meeting in Loitoktok. We need to, our team there is doing a great job. And that shows you this movement is not about Rigiji. It's a Kenyan movement. The one-time thing is going on in my absence. The other day I had seen Duale say that this one-time thing is about Rigiji. I'm not in Kenya, I'm in the States. One time is moving on. It's beyond Rigiji. Even if today somebody persuaded me to try to stop the one-time movement, I will be swallowed by the movement. It's beyond Rigiji. This thing is real and is heavy. Yeah. I want to say that great people from the diaspora, you are a very serious partner of our national development. In the 70s, coffee was #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. In the 80s, tea was #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. In the 90s, tourism was #1